Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at the Rebor Direwolf fantasy version or Nord version called Havallagata. I think that's how it's pronounced, but probably not. This figure comes in two versions, so on the back of the box here you've got the low raw plain version, and on the front of the box here you've got the Nord version, which is the one that I have today and we'll be taking a look at. So typical box art from Rebor here. You got a nice picture of the figure and another picture on the back of the box of the other version. Pretty simplistic, but it works, and it's what Rebor have been using, well, since I've been collecting their figures. It was a bit of a tough decision deciding which one I wanted to go for, but ended up with the fantasy one. So on the bottom of the box, you've got the three head sculpts that it comes with. We'll get this one open and see what comes inside the box. Sometimes we will include, well, they used to include some like little information cards about some of their figures, and I think they did that with some of their really old ones, but they don't really do that anymore, I don't think. Well, I've not come across anything anymore, any information cards, but inside the box you've got the figure there at the top, and you've got the two separate head sculpts there at the bottom. Don't come wrapped in any plastic or anything like the Smilodon, but I'm not too bothered about that. Saving on plastic, saving the environment, I guess. But here you can have a look at the third head sculpt of the mouth wide open. This one looks really good. The one on the figure is, I'd say, the second head sculpt with just a sort of snarling expression, and the first head sculpt you got here is with the mouth closed, just a sort of neutral expression there. I really like the detail on these head sculpts. I like that they painted the eyes yellow, which does stand out when you're looking at it head on. And here we'll have a closer look at the figure. We'll see the coloration of it. It's similar to like a grey wolf, I guess, in terms of color. So we'll have a look at the figure here. You can see a lot of greys, a bit of blacks on the figure. It's a nice pose that they got this one in. Sort of mid walk. Looks quite dynamic if you put it in certain angles. We'll have a closer look at the fur. It's got a bit of yellowish tones on the side. Don't know if you can see that. And on the other side, bit of reddish tones as well. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but it does look pretty cool. So you can see, just moving the figure around to different poses. You can different positions, so you can see it from all angles. Here we'll put on the neutral head sculpt. Quite like this one. I think if I was to display it, it'd either be with this head sculpt or this one here with the mouth wide open. Looks really nice. Yeah, quite like this head sculpt here. Detail on the fur is really good. Think it's a bit of an improvement to what we had on the Smilodon. Looks a little bit more detailed to me, but that Smilodon detail was pretty good as well. Speaking of the Smilodon, here it is. We'll bring it in for a comparison between the two. These are meant to be in scale. I don't know how accurate they are. I think in real life direwolf would have been just slightly bigger than the average grey wolf, just considering average sizes for both species. But here you can see a comparison next to Rebor's Smilodon populator, which is another fantastic figure from Rebor. You can see the detail on the fur on both of those there. And here we'll just look at the figure. You can see it from all angles here. We'll try on the different head sculpts, but you can see the fur a little bit closer up, closer here. You can see the details. This head sculpt I really like. Definitely will be displaying the figure with this head sculpt on. But yeah, you can see on the side there's a little bit yellow tones on this side, the left hand side of the figure. This head sculpt was pretty nice as well, but I think I do prefer if I had to pick, I prefer the closed mouth and the open mouth. They're definitely my two favourite or preferred head sculpts for the figure. But here you can see all three of them and see how it looks. But yeah, do like the yellow eyes. They do really stand out when you look at the figure head on. And here you have the final head sculpt, which is the closed mouth, which does look really good. Looks really menacing depending on what sort of angles you have the figure at. And at the end of the video I'll include some photos that I've taken of it with all the different sort of head sculpts on there, so you can compare them all, see which ones you guys prefer. But I'd say this figure is really well detailed, as you'd probably expect from Rebor. The figure's always very good. One thing I did notice is they decided to go for painted teeth as opposed to their usual sort of plastic that they use, semi-translucent, but it does work for this figure. It does look really nice. But yeah, overall I would recommend this to anyone that loves prehistoric animals. Rebor is definitely one of those brands that you want to look into. Their figures are always great. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next review. Please enjoy these pictures. Thank you.